A good evening and welcome to Sports Talk Live with me, Mr. Grootboom. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Now, today we're talking girls tennis. Sit back and enjoy. On today's show, I have Erin Goelst, who's our first team vice captain. I've got Matete Mabaso, Noku Buthelezi, Sebastian, and Shantel Muyambo, all first team players. Welcome to the show, ladies. How's everyone doing this evening? Starting with you, Erin.
Feeling fantastic, sir. Awesome. I'm ready for this term. I'm ready to get everything just sorted out and just get everything going.
Yeah, you sound very confident there. That's great. How you doing, Leah?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
Great stuff. Matete?
I'm doing great, thank you, sir.
Noku?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for asking, sir.
Welcome to the show. And Shantel, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, now, welcome to the show, ladies, of course. I just want to find out now, how have you been or what have you been up to during the lockdown? I want to start with you, Matete.
I have been just doing my favorite hobbies, cooking, baking, trying out new recipes, and of course, exercising.
And of course, exercising. That's what I wanted to ask. Erin, have you been able to do the same?
So I've been doing home workouts really like every single day, hopefully taking a break weekends. I've been preparing mostly for third term, as you know, like I'm in Matric, so I kind of need to. And spending time with the family is the most important thing of my day.
Beautiful. Shantel?
So I've been doing a lot of things. I've been exercising, preparing for our term 3 exams, also trying out new things. Because of this lockdown, I've discovered new things and new talents.
So name one of those new talents, Shantel, and new things. Name one of them.
Well, so I found out that I could dance.
Oh,
because
okay.
I started learning how to dance because when I had extra time, I started learning how to dance using different apps. So that's my talent.
Okay, that's wonderful. Noku?
So I've just been up to a lot of things like everyone else, a lot of preparation for the exams. The most prioritized thing in my life right now. Of course, doing my absolute best to keep track of the exercising, trying to eat healthy more often, really just doing my best to keep up with everything, really.
Okay, no, wonderful. Leah?
So I've also been doing a lot lately. I've been experimenting with baking. I've been doing a lot of my schoolwork. I've been playing online games and I've been keeping fit with my mom.
All right, online games. Name one game that you've been playing online.
I've been playing Fortnite, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, now, girls, of course, it's a, how can I put this? It's a strange time. These are strange times, okay? I just want to find out from all of you, what has kept you motivated during this time? I'll start with you, Noku.
I mean, I must say, so it's been, as you said, it's been a very difficult time. So we've all had to find that motivation within ourselves to really keep track because of this whole social distancing. And so, I mean, truly for me, what's been keeping me motivated is just my family, really. Just having them here, just being in the same space at the same time. It's just, it helps me just to stay motivated to really achieve what I want to achieve. So, yeah,
okay. Leah?
Sir, I'd have to agree with Noku. A lot of my friends and all of my family members have been keeping me motivated through these times. So,
okay. Matete?
So it has been my aspirations in life and keeping focused, working towards them, and also keeping a positive mindset, especially during these tough times. I just try my best to stay positive and face everything with a positive mind.
Yeah. Erin?
I truly believe in self-motivation quite a lot. So I have been very much self-motivated, but obviously I've had a push with my family as well when I've been like stuck in a slump most of the time. But I've also find that social media could also be a way of motivation to keep you going, you know, like looking at what other people are doing during lockdown. I mean, they're dancing on TikTok, they're doing things with the family, doing all their hobbies. So I truly believe that social media could also be a way of self-motivation.
Oh, brilliant. All right, Shantel?
Yeah, so I agree with everyone. You know, we've had to adapt to change because of this whole pandemic. So I've been working on my goals, how I'm going to execute every goal that I should achieve. And also my motivation is this is a temporary situation. It's going to come to pass and we're still going to continue with life.
All right. Okay, girls, now let's get into the tennis side of things. Of course, we had to cancel sport, all right, but you managed to play against Heron Bridge. Now, before a season starts, I usually set myself goals, okay? When I was in school, I would set myself some goals. I want to find out, okay, what goals or what plans did you have for the tennis season for 2020? Yes, you played against Heron Bridge. It was a nice derby, but for the rest of the season, what did you have as your plans? I want to start with you, Erin.
At the beginning of the season, I truly wanted to raise more funds for the tennis team, as I want every tennis player to experience a tour, to go play against people they've never played against, outside like we did at Sun City, or going on tour to Cape Town to go see Djokovic, who was it? Federer play in Cape Town. So I really wanted the tennis players to experience what it's like to play outside of Penryn rather than just being at home with our usual derbies. So I really wanted us to just get all these funds to let all the other tennis players just to have a chance at like seeing what it's like to play against the best, you know, get themselves out there. That was my goal of the season. And to raise funds, it wasn't just at school or Spur, it was, I wanted us to go further, go a bit bigger, but obviously with lockdown, we couldn't really do much. And that goal kind of, I want you guys to actually pass that goal on just so other players see what it's like out there.
Yes, very important. Matete?
So lucky for us, for the tennis team, our ladder had already been chosen. So my plans were to move up in the girls' ladder and by the end of the season be a number 1 or a number 2 player. And then outside of school, I wanted to try out for the Mpumalanga team again and represent them at essays.
Okay. Noku?
So definitely my goal for this entire season was to truly just do my absolute best to improve my personal skill and really just get myself to be, you know, just a little bit more out there in terms of tennis and really do my absolute best to try new things in terms of tennis. So yeah, that was my absolute utmost goal this season.
Wonderful. Shantel?
So having joined the first team last year, I really wanted to take the opportunities that were coming to outshow my skills and my talents and to also improve on my skills in each and every match that I play and to get more exposure, learning from other people's skills and talents.
Leah?
So I had many goals for this season. One mainly was to personally maintain my spot on the team and maybe even move up. I also wanted to branch out and explore with my tennis skills and also to improve certain aspects of my game, like footwork and stuff. That was also one of my goals.
Okay. All right. Now, girls, tennis at Penryn, of course, you play throughout the year. Okay. I want to find out from you girls, does this actually improve your skills? Do you see this helping you in any way, Erin?
Yes, so I do see that if you play consistently throughout the year, you do improve your skills, you do get stronger in the sport. So I find that if you do keep on playing the same sport, each part of your body get used to it, used to playing sport, and footwork will obviously like increase your skill, will get better, your strength will get better. So I find that is true.
Shantel.
Yes, sir. I really do think you can improve your skills through the course of the year because, for example, I am really improving at my backhand. I really used to struggle, but because we had constant practice and hard work and effort, I'm really improving. So I really do think having sports being done throughout the year really does improve your skills.
Yeah. Leah, do you feel the same way?
Yes, sir. I do feel the same way. I agree that it really has improved my skills personally. It has totally improved my balance and my strokes, and it has improved a lot. So I would say yes, it does.
Noku? Okay, sorry, I cut you short there, Leah. Noku?
Yeah, most definitely. So it does definitely improve you as a player, just as an individual player, because I've also noticed with myself is that with us, just when we're in prep, you used to play not literally through the year like we do in college now, and it wasn't as serious. And so if you notice that in the college it's very serious, and the way we play throughout the year, it definitely improves you. It helps you want to be better, because you notice schools like NHS and those schools and Badflam that play really well, and we see that if you stick to it, you really can be an exceptional player. So yeah.
Okay, Matete?
I agree with the rest of the team. Consistently playing from January to November helps us improve our skills. And also the skills that we learn, you can see from the beginning of the year and the end of the year. We enter in different tournaments. So at the beginning of the year, yes, we have skill, but throughout the year, we develop those skills and we're able to master them because we have enough time and a whole 4 terms to master those skills. And by the end of the year, we are playing tournaments, like we're just killing it at tournaments.
Killing it. Okay. Wonderful. All right, Matete, this question is for you. Now, you've also been involved in the provincial setup. How has this improved your skill, or what can you tell us about competing at that level?
I would say that it is physically and mentally challenging. Every day you play on weekends as well, and when you go out there under that hot Mpumalanga sun or wherever we are in the country, you play long sets and you play long games. So it really challenges you physically, and you have to have enough stamina. You need to be fit to last through all those games and those sets. And mentally, you need to be able to read the game and the player that you're playing against, because once you read the kind of player that you're playing against, you're able to anticipate their shots and also play balls that you know they might not be able to receive, therefore making the game your game and giving you a higher chance of winning. I thoroughly enjoy provincial tennis. It is similar to school tennis, except it really challenges you and takes you out of your comfort zone. But it is an exhilarating experience, and I'm truly grateful for it to be able to play provincial and the years that I've played provincial. So I would not trade that experience.
That's beautiful. All right, this question I just thought of now. Of course, you spoke about the ladder in terms of the school setup. Okay, so you've got a ladder 1 to 6, and everyone is sort of like competing. I just want to find out, for you, does the ladder give you, that motivation to, what, I want to go and challenge number 1? Is it a healthy competition? I'm sure you girls sort of have that competition. Is it healthy? Do you think that's what's needed there? Let me start with you, Erin.
I think it is truly a healthy way to compete, because you are on a level that you truly believe that you're actually better on, then you can compete. You can go that one step up just to see if you're better. You know you can do it. You got the skill, motivation. So I truly believe it is very healthy football, because it's not just based on I'm the best. It's based on I've got the skill, I've got the mental values of it, so I want to get there, I've got the motivation to get there, and I want to achieve these goals. So I really believe that setting that goal and you wanting to achieve it and just push through for it, really it just helps. Just that motivation is just so helpful for everyone.
Yeah. Noku, what's your feeling on it?
I mean, I must say, I do agree with Erin, with how motivational the ladder does bring about within yourself. And it's with how constantly the ladder is always changing, it does keep you on your toes, sure. I must say, because it keeps you wanting to improve and realizing that you can't stay in the same position forever. And if you're at the top of the ladder, you can't always be the top, So it keeps you constantly working hard, constantly trying to find new ways to just develop your skills, and just it keeps everyone just doing their best to continuously play better in every way that they possibly can. So yeah.
Okay, Leah.
So I'd have to agree with Noku and Erin on that. I think the ladder. It really does keep you on your toes. your spot is never set in stone. The motivation from the ladder is honestly, it's great, and I also feel like it is really healthy. And I just
Shantel, what's your take on it?
Yeah, so I agree with everyone. The ladder keeps you motivated. It keeps you pushing yourself, even in moments where you feel like giving up, but you still keep pushing. But it also gives you the opportunity to learn from other people's strengths, like the person who is above you on the ladder. You can learn how they are tackling some other skills, and you can learn from that, which helps you to also improve in a way.
Matete?
I agree with the team that it is definitely a healthy. It is healthy for the team, and also to add to that, I believe that it tests how hungry you are as an individual tennis player, because we have to set out on our own and go ask the number one player, "Can I please challenge you?" And then so it tests how hungry you are as an individual. If you want it that bad, go off the number one and be like, "Can I please play against you?" And if they're not allowed to disagree, so when you play, you are learning new skills, and maybe you'll be number one after that game.
Listen, girls, I enjoyed those answers. I just put you on the spot and you were wonderful. Well done. Right. Now, of course, you are the first team. I want to find out, what does it feel like to represent Penryn's first team? Leah.
So it's an amazing experience. It's such an honor to me, and it just brings it's really just it's amazing.
It's amazing. Shantel?
Yeah, so I agree with Leah. It's an amazing experience. It's a great privilege. It's a great opportunity to showcase our talents. And the fact that we know we're representing a highly ranked school is a very, very amazing opportunity. And we're grateful for the exposure that we get.
Erin?
It really is an amazing feeling to represent the school while showing our awesome skills and our love for the sport and for the team. I do find that being a team, we are together, but we are also individually amazing. And the honor is so great to be part of the school.
Okay. Matete?
It is an honor to be able to represent Penryn as a first team player. And on court, when you're playing and the spectators are cheering you on, you can really feel the Penryn pride. And that is what I enjoy most about representing the school as a first team player.
Okay. Noku?
Yes, most definitely. I agree with all the other ladies, so that it feels absolutely tremendous when you're just on that court and you can just see and feel the school supporting you in every single thing that you do, and just to feel, in a sense, that hype from that school. So it really fills up your heart and it warms your heart and makes you really want to do the absolute best for your school, to represent your school and really make your school proud of you and how you play your sport. So yeah.
All right. Now, girls, of course, at Penryn, we don't have a lot of scholars, and you might find yourselves playing other sports. Okay, I'll get to that one. But what is it that you enjoy about sport at Penryn in general? I just want to start with you, Noku.
So on a general level, what I enjoy about just the sport in Penryn is just the coaching. Firstly, is absolutely amazing. The coaches that we have are really productive. They really work with everyone, and they really make they make the most of the time that we're given. And so just the sport in general at Penryn, it's always amazing, and you can just see the unity in every single type of sport that the school offers with us. So whether it's an individual sport like tennis to an extent, or it's a team sport like your netball and rugby and hockey, it just generally includes everyone, and is always it's one of the most inclusive schools with sport I've ever seen. So definitely so.
Matete?
So what is the question?
The question is, what is it that you enjoy about Penryn sport in general?
There's a variety of sports at Penryn, and also when you're in a team in the sport that you chose to play in, you can feel the bond. There's always a bond. And seconding what Noku said about the coaches are really involved and really give a lot of their time and energy into the team, and that we're truly grateful for our coaches. They're just amazing.
Erin?
The socializing of like all the individuals together, the spirit we have, the pride we have, to our amazing coaches, and the way our coaches know us so well. They can pinpoint our exact like wrongdoings, our rights. They know our strong points, our weak points. So to me, one thing about sport is the commitment the coaches have for us, and the commitment the scholars also do for the sport, because it takes one to know one. So for me, as being part of quite a few teams throughout my Penryn experience, it has been my utmost like pride and joy just to see a coach and a scholar get along so well that they familiarize with each other's strengths and they know each other so well. I just believe that's the best part of sports.
Okay. Shantel, what is it that you enjoy about Penryn sport?
Yes, sir. I do agree with each and everyone who said something. You can really see that every coach that we have is coaching us from a position of passion and love and dedication. So they just bring the spirit up, they hype everything up, and the unity that we have in our teams, be it in rugby, hockey, tennis, each and every team has this kind of bond, which is so amazing, and the team spirit is awesome.
Leah?
So I enjoy many things about Penryn sports. I enjoy the great sportsmanship, the competitiveness, the working towards a common goal, and honestly, its sense of belonging. I really also agree with everyone when they say that the coach's dedication to the team is just amazing. They know our good things, they know our bad habits. It's just honestly amazing.
All right. Now, girls, of course, I think it was Matete or Noku who said Penryn has a variety of sport. Besides tennis, I want to find out what other sports do you girls enjoy? I'll start with you, Shantel.
Yes, sir. I'm also a hockey player. I enjoy hockey a lot. Other sports, swimming for fun. Yeah, and basically hockey, swimming, and tennis.
Hockey, swimming, and tennis. Leah?
Yeah.
So my two main sports have always been hockey and tennis. So other than tennis, I'd have to say I really enjoy hockey.
Okay. Erin?
My three main sports that I thoroughly enjoy are my tennis, swimming, and my hockey, as I used to do before in grade 8 and 9, but don't do it anymore. But during lockdown, I've also gotten into the cycling.
Okay. All right. That's beautiful. Noku?
So yeah, with me also, definitely my one other top sport that I totally enjoy is netball. I love that sport. It's one of my absolute passionate sports, and I always enjoyed hockey. I used to play it in grade 8 and 9, and so yeah, definitely one of my other passions. So
okay. Matete?
I thoroughly enjoy netball. I'm always on the court playing either tennis or netball, and those are just my two favorite sports.
Okay, beautiful. All right, now girls, of course, throughout your high school, can we say career, you experience a few things. All right, I just want to find out if you can just remember. I want you to name your two most memorable moments when it comes to Penryn sport and why. I will start with you, Noku.
Okay, so two most memorable moments. So this is actually a little bit of a challenging question, in just in terms of just the broader scale. But so two most memorable moments were most definitely during one of our netball games last season, when we were at, I think it was Heron Bridge. I'm not sure which derby that we went to last year, so, but it was a Cornwall, one of the two. So, but that game we had a very, just in a sense, disastrous effect the day before the game. Is Leanne's wrist got injured, and we had Jenna who was sick, and Deboho also wasn't feeling amazing, and Deboho wasn't there at all. That's just as I remember. And so just seeing the school support and just seeing our just the teams build up together was just absolutely amazing to see. Just to see how we could stay motivated, stay focused on what we were here to do, and just stay together. So that was definitely one of my most memorable moments. And my other most memorable moments was a tennis match with Matete, actually, and when we were playing NHS. And so it was going a little bit rough, to say the least. And so she actually had a beautiful shot. So the setup for the shot that we did beforehand was absolutely beautiful. So those have been two of my most memorable moments. So just amazing experience.
Lovely. Matete?
This was actually probably a highlight for the entire netball team last year, when we had the Penryn Uplands derby at Penryn. And it was actually one of my first matches playing for, it was our first. It was our first match playing as netball first team players, and we won against Uplands that day. And it was, it was just, the emotions were high because it was the first time we had won against Uplands at a Penryn Uplands derby. And I might be a bit incorrect with the 5 years, but I think it was 5 years. So that was just an amazing day. My second moment has to be the same year last year, but this time Penryn derby at Uplands, when it was a Saturday morning and I was playing a doubles match, an impromptu doubles match. I just got there, and then Sarah was like, I need a partner, and I was like, okay, I'll come. And then I just got on there, and then we realized that this was her last match as a Matric, as our captain, and she's been such a wonderful captain. Honestly, Sarah was a wonderful captain, so it was such an honor for me to play her last match. Literally, was her last tennis match as a Penryn scholar. It was such an honor to be her partner, and we played our hearts out on that morning. We were being cheered on. It was just lovely vibes on that day.
All right, Erin.
My first memorable moment was, it was a hockey match at Uplands Derby, and I was on the second team, and it was the last 10 minutes of the match. We're down 1-0, and we were doing a short corner, and I was a striker, and when I hit the ball, it hit the post. But then Upland Scholar by accident knocked it into the goal, so we kind of like drew 1-1. So that was like the funniest but like happiest moment of my life. We actually drew against Uplands because I hadn't won an Uplands derby match since grade 9 after that. So it was very exciting. My second most memorable moment was the inter-house swimming. It was our last one, and I swam as much as I could, and I was so happy that our house won after that day. But the end of the day, when we got to sing the Penryn song and got to just link arms with each other and know this is our final swimming meets ever.
Mm.
And yeah, I kind of like burst into tears after that, but that was so memorable how we came together and we like a unity. So yeah.
Okay. Leah?
So my two most memorable moments with Penryn Sport was, my first one was last year when we went on our Sun City tour. I was mixed double partners with Mika, and we were playing one of our last few matches on the last day before we left, and we were down 6-1 in our first set, and we really thought, we were so negative, and we're like, you know what, it's not gonna happen, whatever now. And then we ended up winning the next set 6-4,
wow.
and then we won in the tie break. So that was like one of my most memorable moments. And my second one was last year when I actually wasn't playing because I just came out of surgery. So I went, because I was captain, I went to the Uplands derby, and just watching our team win and beat Uplands, it was just amazing. So, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Shantel?
So one of my most amazing moments I experienced was when we had a combined team last year of under 14 girls and under 15 girls. I think we went to Heron Bridge. It was just an amazing experience, you know, the diversity, just getting to team up with other teams. And, you know, even though they're younger than us, I actually learned something from them, and the results were amazing. We won. I don't know how many goals we scored because, yeah, the team was quite strong. And then my second experience was my first tennis match at Penryn, which was last year as well. And it was quite interesting because I felt like giving up because I lost the first set, but then I won the other two sets. So that was quite amazing.
Ah, that's beautiful. Now, most of you ladies, of course, next year you will still have moments. But Erin, this is your final year. You in Matric, and you know you've had a nice journey here at Penryn in terms of your sport. What message do you want to share with other girls that are involved in tennis and in sport in general? But if you want to talk tennis, what message can you share with them going forward?
I actually have a quote. It is, sports do build character, they reveal it. So one thing I want to encourage is sportsmanship throughout Penryn. As I know, it is tough when you lose, but being out there and just showing you have pride for the school, you won't burst into tears and cry on match, because when you win, you know you've got the skill, but when you lose, you learn from it.
Yeah.
So that quote really shows how sportsmanship is a key element. But one thing I can say is, when you're on the tennis court and someone yells that, or like opponents, if they yell at you and say, no, their ball went on the line, and you know that it didn't, don't let your opponent push you. Don't let everything push you. You push back. You be stronger than your opponent. So I just want to tell you guys that you guys are strong. You are incredible women. I've seen you guys play individually, and you guys are amazing. You all have your individual skills, and you have so much to learn, even though you may be the best. But we all know we can get better. Everyone can get better. So I just want to encourage you guys to have good sportsmanship. Don't let anyone push you around, but show your pride for the school. Show your honor for the school. So that's all I want to say to you guys.
Yeah. No, thank you, Erin. Girls, I'm going to do something a bit different today before we end off. I just want you, because when I walk around the school and I look at our scholars, you know, yes, some heads are down and some people don't want to do anything. What positive messages from all of you can you just share with the whole school? Let me start with you, Matete.
always try your best. Never say that you can't do it. Never say that you're not able. We are all able. We can all do it. And if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything.
Thank you, Noku.
Definitely agree a bit with Matete about always trying your best. But from my end, just keep a positive mindset. Do your absolute best to make sure that your mindset is correct, because mind over matter is one of the most important things to me. And so if your mindset is right, everything else just falls into place. And so a beautiful, perfect, positive mindset just works perfectly well.
Okay, Erin, back to you.
Your positive mindset is a key element, but also just relax, take it easy, take it slow, go at your own pace. Don't push yourself too hard. Just push yourself enough to get the job done and stay motivated.
Shantel.
Thank you, sir. I do agree with everyone. Always keep a positive mindset. Know that you can achieve anything you put your mind to, and believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, believe in your talents. And, you know, when you get the platform to showcase your talents and abilities, go for it. Be confident of who you are, and know that God always is always with you.
Yeah. Leah?
Sir, I'd have to say self-motivation is key. Confidence in everything you do, a positive mindset, and honestly, nothing is impossible. So just stay focused.
Ah, beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much for your contributions when it comes to tennis at Penryn. And thank you, Erin, for your commitment as well. And I know the future is bright for you. But thank you for joining me on the show. I will see you tomorrow at school. Have a lovely evening, and remember, Jesus loves you all, okay?
Thank you so much for having us, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.